Today's sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Herbert now. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Chase Young. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Fields on 1st down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Herbert on third down now. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A huge play there for Denver. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 now. Herbert. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And the Broncos are going to have themselves a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Ravens 14, Broncos 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Herbert on 1st down now. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Play action. It's Fields. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Sheldon Richardson able to get him for a loss of about 3.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to...
And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. And he's got room. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tutu Atwell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. On play action, Fields. Flush to his right. This is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it when...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Mike 28, here we go, here we go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Fields. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the gun, here's Fields. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Butker's kick here is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
Mike 28, Mike 28. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Danny.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Off play action, Fields. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On first down, Fields. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Dalvin Tomlinson, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Third and long, it's Fields. That's caught, it's Tc2 Atwell. Touchdown! Tc2 Atwell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens add on. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half. Not too.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the rookie Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Here's Fields. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And I have to think that the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
On first down, it's Fields. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Dalvin Tomlinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh.
To throw is Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. And he is out of bounds here. That pass play good for 7. But it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Mike 52, Mike 52. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. 52's the mark.
They snap it to Fields. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.